let's get the ball rolling. We are back indeed for episode 189, almost 190, and we're just on the cusp of 10 episodes away from 200. It's been a long time running, you know. And although it is one of those drier episodes today, so we'll definitely talk about like other stuff by the end of it. But we do have some fighting game news a little bit, mainly from KOF, and then a little bit of Panda, the esports team, and then some rumors once again regarding to a certain pro version of a console, and then Capcom stuff, and then some random news by the end of it. So yeah, but we can definitely go through our week. So how's your week been?
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good. Like, you know, like on some work weeks, it feels very like slow and dull. Like, oh my god, I want it to fucking go faster. This work week, I don't know. It did feel that way.
Oh, nice. Kind of just like sailed along smoothly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday, I didn't even know it was Wednesday. I was like, it's like, wait, I swear today's Tuesday.
Mm. Like the opposite, right? I mean, yeah, that's like the best. That's like the best kind of work week, at least thus far, anyway. But now that you said that, it's probably gonna go to like a slow ass halt. Like,
yeah, I just signed my grave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just pretty much signed the yeah. Anything else?
Well, it's a shout out to one of my artist friends here in the islands. He finally sent me his newest what's it called, product line for the Kamen Riders. CB sent me right now a pin and pre-order. So yay!
It kind of looks
CB.
Like
Yeah, it's the newest Kamen Rider.
Yeah. Okay, nice. It kind of looks like the one on the left kind of looks like a car air freshener or something. Or yeah.
I know, that's what I thought, but no, it's a sticker.
Oh, okay. Nice. Are you just gonna keep in the thing for right now until you know where you're gonna stick it onto?
I'm probably gonna be like, because I have a lot more of his pins.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably gonna buy what are those sports called that people would just stick their pins on?
Oh, like a cork board or something?
There you go, a cork board.
Mm-hmm.
But where to put it, I don't know, because I have my wall over here has a reserved space for this picture frame that I custom ordered for. Remember my Godzilla cards?
Yes, your Godzilla cards.
They're finally going to get a home.
Nice.
Picture frame.
Nice. Very cool.
I'm gonna put that like on this side, and then I gotta move like some stuff over.
Mm-hmm.
To which now I gotta buy another picture frame for my other commission. Yes, kitty. No, you cannot jump on my. Okay. If you start seeing fur flying up right here.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. I ain't gonna pull the camera right here because he's on top of an area that is not suitable for.
What are you just down your underwear or something, or your briefs or something?
No, I have bands. It's just that where he's like curled up because cats sleep weird. He's like in a U right now.
Oh.
So it's like.
Oh yeah, I forgot to turn on my camera. Sorry. for
like,
Zawa. Yeah.
It's like I want to move you, cat, but I cannot.
There you go.
And yeah, that's pretty much it from my area.
Nice.
I need to also play more Apex. Need to get more used to the the changes they did with Spitfire.
You just drop your lollipop.
I caught it. But I'm just making sure that because I'm wearing a white shirt. Okay, we're good.
Okay. Alright, crisis averted, I guess. So, my week has been pretty decent, to say the least. I'm essentially waiting on the new update for Genshin. I think it's coming, it should be coming this week. I'm not too, I mean, oh no, actually, no, sorry, yeah, next week. Sorry, my weeks are kind of got messed up right now, but yeah, because we're already on Thursday, so like I thought we were just right now. I thought we were on like a Wednesday or Tuesday or something, kind of like what you said. but anyway, I'm waiting for the new Genshin update. Hopefully next week. It always comes out on Tuesday, so hopefully that day, as usual. Since things are looking like they're going back to normal-ish, quote unquote. Don't quote me on that, but for China anyway, for Shanghai anyway, because I think their company was like on the whitelist, so that their company had the the green light to go back to their their work, and so that's why we were able to get all the live streams and all the updates again and stuff like that. So I'm waiting on that. Usual me playing Genshin Impact, of course, dailies and all that stuff. But now I did watch and we're gonna talk about this later. I did watch Chippendale Rescue Rangers, and we both watched that, so we'll talk about that later. But I also wanted to mention that I did also watch Sonic 2, the movie, and yes. And I, for the most part, really liked it. The only major complaint I do have, though, is the severe lack of the game soundtrack being utilized for the movie. Like, the movie soundtrack is nothing but, like, generic, like, cinema music, and then, just, like, random songs from, like, pop culture stuff. So they even played, like, a song from Pantera. They played Bruno Mars somewhere in the thing, and then like some other nonsense, and I'm just like, where the hell is the Sonic music? And there was like nothing at all, pretty much. Even by the end credits, they didn't even play anything. I think in the first movie they played one video game thing. I'm like, okay, whatever, it's the first movie, I'll give it a pass. But in the second movie there was nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? But that being said, the action was great. I liked the Sonic's characters were great. Like Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, right? The crew essentially were really good. I didn't mind the human characters, like the major human characters anyway. The side human characters are kind of like whatever. They're kind of just there. But there are two major plot points that could have been either rewritten or like condensed or smoothed out, whatever, written better. Let's just put it that way. So that way it didn't take up too much time, right, for things that didn't really need to be there, and they could have used that time to like tell more backstory about either like Sonic's world or Tails' past, or Knuckles' past as well. And speaking of the two characters, I thought Tails was fine. Tails is Tails, right? So if you like him, you'll like him here. It's good to hear Colleen voicing Tails, because she's the current voice actress. That's really cool. So Tails is Tails for the most part. I like his presence and stuff like that in the movie. He wasn't too annoying, surprisingly, because usually those sort of characters are just they kind of like can drop the ball on those characters. But Tails, I liked him. I thought he was great. He looked great, and I think he did fine. Knuckles, for the most part, was great also, with Idris Elba behind the voice. There's some weird inconsistencies with the voicing, like the what do you call it, like the accent and stuff like that. It was kind of like you kind of don't get a grasp of what he's supposed to be in terms of like like more on like a ethical level or whatever. And then, but other than that, I think Elbow did great as Knuckles. I liked his delivery on most of his lines anyway as Knuckles, and when he's punching and all that stuff, the way his abilities and yeah, his abilities were all like there pretty much, I think. And then the punching, the climbing, and then like even like the small little bits of like game lore were kind of like shoved into this movie too. So I did really like that too. So kudos for like people who did the research. But when it comes to like the human parts, like the human dialogue, that's where it kind of falls apart quite a bit. But other than that, the action was great. Of course, Jim Carrey was fantastic as Dr. Robotnik. I do wish he would consider doing Sonic 3 because as I think we all know by this point, he's considering retiring from acting or taking at least a break unless something interests him. So hopefully Sonic 3 is something that would spark his interest again, and he would take up the mantle once again as Dr. Robotnik. And I think that's when that'll be a great time for Robotnik to sort of like sign off, you know what I mean? Because of what Sonic 2 sets up for Sonic 3. And yes, that's been confirmed. What sets up for Sonic 3, I think that could be a good time for Robotnik to sign off after 3 is over. But we'll have to see about that. And then I do like what they're setting up to. Speaking of which, I'm not gonna spoil here, of course. But you kind of get, for those who have been playing the Sonic games, you could kind of take a wild guess as to who is going to be in that Sonic 3. But I'll leave it at that.
It's Mario.
By Chris Pratt, yes.
Yes, they're opening up the Smash universe now.
Yeah, it's the Smash Cinematic Universe, yes. So yeah, it's totally gonna happen.
We joke about this now. And
I know, right?
Along the way, I'll be like,
it's gonna happen eventually. I feel like, right? Like we joke about it now, like you said, but it's gonna happen eventually. I feel it's gonna happen.
That's why I'm gonna be like, just saying, "Oh boy, we made a mistake."
And we're not talking about We're not talking about fan film either. We're talking about an actual like movie studio doing, taking up the task of doing this. Anyway, overall, I really liked it. I think I like it better than 1 naturally because they have more material to work with. A lot of the game stuff is more shoved into here. Other than the soundtrack, of course, very disappointing. It was a very missed opportunity because they have a lot of songs and musics and stuff like that in the library, but for some reason they just kind of didn't think about that, I guess. But hopefully in 3 they'll blast some certain themes when certain things happen. But yeah, other than that, great action, great characters and all that stuff. I liked it as a fan. Although again, like the human stuff, like the human plots were kind of weak. One of the scenes, like, okay, in the trailer there's like a wedding scene. The wedding scene sets up for something that's kind of important, and I just thought that could have been done a lot better, or again, more condensed. But whatever, it is what it is. It's a movie that tries to please everyone but winds up not pleasing everyone. So but other than that, as a Sonic fan, I did like it better than the first one. I love Knuckles and Tails. Sonic was great too, of course. Jim Carrey was great as Robotnik. And yeah, I like the first act and definitely the third act as well. I think that those two do make up for all the shortcomings, I guess, by the end of it, I think. So yeah, with that, I think I would give it an 8 out of 10, essentially. So, for the overall score. And then, because I still have my trial for Paramount Plus, that's how I watched it. So I didn't have to pay anything. I watched Jackass 4 or Jackass Forever. You remember Jackass?
How was it?
It was really funny. It's basically, if you love Jackass, you're gonna love Jackass Forever. It's like nothing really changed, quote unquote, other than their age. You know what I mean? Like they're still like the Wild Bunch that you know from like years ago. Like it's been like what 20 years since like the last movie. I think it was last 10. No, it's been 10 years from the last movie, but 20 years as a whole or something. I don't fucking know.
Let me ask you this: since you watch Jackass,
Mm-hmm.
mostly all the movies. I know I watched some of the movies and a little bit of the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Which is better though, Jackass or what's the Japanese equivalent with Matsumoto and Tanaka?
Oh, like fucking. Well, the Japanese style is Gaki no Tsukai, but
Yeah, which would you say is better?
well, I mean, they're like as much as you think they're on the same genre, they're pretty different, like in terms of flavor, like because it's hard, it's kind of hard to explain, but basically Jackass is like over the top, like they do all these like stunts and stuff like that, like they shot fucking Johnny Knoxville out of a cannon, you know what I mean? And then when it comes to that show, they take like very socially awkward moments and try to make them laugh. That's like the whole point of it. So it's very different, right? So it's more for Jackass, it's like more on a very much on a more physical scale, but on the other side, like the other show, that's on a more like the opposite side of the scale, where yeah, it's still comedy. It still has people getting hurt and whatever at the expense of their pain, right? But very very different flavor of humor and comedy. Like it's more socially awkward on purpose in a lot of places. So, but they're both funny, one or the other. Like it depends on what you look for. But basically, back to here though, Jackass is Jackass. Like always, they have new people, and I think the new people were fine. They even like have a chick in there now, like a girl, and I thought she was fine. I didn't really like think too much of that. But like I said, it's Jackass. You know, again, the only thing that has changed is the color of Johnny Knoxville's hair, which is fucking gray. You know, so. It's weird though because the main movie is on Paramount Plus, but Jackass 4.5 is on Netflix. So, but you do want to watch the first Forever first, and then 4.5, of course, because 4.5 is just like a behind the scenes plus all the other like extra stunts that they haven't made into the final cut or anything like that. But I guess they figured like, hey, I mean, we have this extra footage, why not just use it, you know? But it's still funny. Like it's like a whole it's like part 2 basically, essentially. Jackass 4 part 2, and it's kind of fun. It's pretty funny. Even what's his face, Eric Andre makes it in there. If people remember Tony Hawk, he makes a very brief appearance, but it's like pretty funny. It's Jackass. I can't. It's, you know, it's all I can say pretty much. Funny as hell. I would say though, like the gross factor was kind of like kind of pulled back a little bit, and it's more like physical. I mean, it's still gross, I guess, but like in comparison to like the older movies, not so much. There's a lot less puking, for sure. It's more physical, which I'm fine with, because I'm all for like the physical stunts and stuff like that, rather than like all the gross like, oh, you gotta eat this out of this guy's ass or something like that. but it does happen in 4.5, unfortunately, somewhere in there. But so yeah, yeah. That's all I can say though. It's Jackass is Jackass, and I think I would give Forever like, I don't know, maybe an 8 out of 10, because it's like it's nice to see the guys again. You know, it's like pretty much like all of the crew, mainly the old crew plus new people. It's not like they left out like a major amount of people. with the exception of one person, but I think even that one person was still like on the set, but wasn't like allowed to actually do the stunts because of X and Y reasons. X and Y equal Z, that kind of reasoning. It's kind of complicated, but anyway, 8 out of 10.
I didn't know this was a math course.
I
I did study for this.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So 8 out of 10. Go watch it if you have Paramount Plus. Or if you want to burn your free trial, go watch Sonic 2. I would recommend Sonic 2. And also go watch Jackass Forever. That's pretty much my tip on that. So yeah. You don't have to pay for anything without doing the bootleg quote-unquote stuff.
And if you really want to use your Paramount Plus to the max, you can go watch Halo.
I heard that the final episode was like good only because they actually followed the video game stuff, but the rest of it is like, what the hell is this pretentious garbage? You know what I mean? Like that's what I heard from people. Like they didn't even watch
Don't worry, it goes like this.
Yeah, I heard most of it was like the case of like most people have not played the video games at all, nor even paid attention to the lore, so they just have no idea what they're doing. And then like at least for like most of the writers anyway, and then it's kind of like what Rian Johnson did with Star Wars for episode 2 of that trilogy. It's like ugh, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. There's Star Trek Picard. I heard very bad things about that too. Are we good?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry. So that was pretty much like my week, and then this came in. Yay! New Pokemon cards! Yay! Booster box. Radiance, Astral Radiance has come in. I do have a couple more coming in, and yeah, so hopefully we can get that going again with the opening and stuff like that on stream. And then this is my last bit. It's like a show and tell at this point. For the last bit, you're gonna get a kick out of this. Guess what this is?
Why? Why, sir? How much did you buy for that?
It's like $30. And then, of course, it's got this feature. The fucking you can open it up, kind of like just like in the game. you just open it up. It doesn't shoot. You just do this. Right.
I can't say shit because I'm planning to buy another Kamen Rider belt.
Oh yeah.
So I can't say shit.
It's the wingman from Apex Legends for those who have not caught on already. So I mean,
but that's not even the nicest skin though for it.
Yeah, I know, right? You got this big orange freaking thing right here, but of course,
I mean, you have to. So
yeah, you have to. Yeah, I know, but
safety regulations.
Yeah. But yeah, you can open it up. The chamber opens up like this. It's for like cosplaying and role playing purposes.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. Are you gonna cosplay as somebody from Apex?
Nah, I just have it for dumb reasons. It's just kind of playing around with it whenever I'm bored, like a fidget toy, I guess. A $30 fidget toy.
A very big ass fidget toy.
Yeah. My only issue is that it's very heavy up in the front. So I wish they put more weight on the where the handle is, the grip is. They put most of the weight up front, so it doesn't feel as good when you're like spinning the gun, you know, whatever, like this. You can't really like spin it like all that well unless you really try. And like when you try to spin it like different ways, you're gonna drop it because of how imbalanced this thing is. But other than that, the details are all there. Especially when you open it up like this, you know, and that's pretty much all you can do. But yeah, like I said, it's for role playing and cosplaying purposes, and just stupid reasons like mine. just hold it in your hand, like, oh look, I got a wingman, and then just do this. Yeah. $30. Why not? You know. Don't you have like keyblades also somewhere, or no? Am I getting you mixed up with someone else? Oh, okay. I thought you did.
Keyblades. I have Virgil's sword and 2 Zanpakutos.
That's what it was. It's the bleach swords. And
yeah, it's the beach.
Yeah, the beach. We're going to the beach. But anyway, yep. Wingman from Apex Legends. Yep. That's pretty much what I got. So, anywho, that's all I got for this week. So that was a nice long week, sharing our weeks, I guess, because we don't have much to talk about in the actual part of things. But we do have some things to talk about, no less. So, so let's get right into the news, sort of. Anyway, quick little bit on KOF. We do have the artist notes for at least Billy Kane. I think there should be the rest of it.
My memory's slipping. Did we read any from the developers for Team Southtown?
I guess no. I know we have not for sure. I guess there's only Billy Kane. I thought there's gonna be artist notes for the rest of the team. That's weird. Well, anyway, I guess we'll only read up Billy Kane's things.
On Billy. Okay.
So
yeah, see, I was like, did we? No.
No, we've read. You read the Regal thing. That's about it. So.
Hi, I'm Sanji for 5 seconds.
4 kids, Sanji. Oh man.
In designing Billy's suit, we created several designs, including one in which he wears a tight suit and tie, and another in which he wears a stylish vest. I kind of want to see that one. In the end, a design with no tie and an open shirt was chosen to give the impression of a bloodthirsty Billy. Okay. Yeah. You can also play with the KOF
14
costume. I forgot how to use numbers.
Yeah, the Roman numeral.
Yeah, so we hope you will use it according to your preference, and maybe even use both at the same time.
Both.
How would that even work?
Yeah, I know, right? Like wear the blazer over the original outfit. I don't know, but yeah.
This is from Tanaka Tomohiro.
Nakata Tomohiro.
Why am I mixing?
Jeez Louise, man. You're the lollipop. You're turning into 4 kids Sanji. That's why. Yayo. Dreaming. Keep dreaming, man. That's all you're gonna be doing.
Yep, and believe it.
That just reminded me of how, like, or where rather, 4 kids wound up as a company. Sad, shame, but I think in the end, probably for the best.
I mean, they gave us good memes.
Oh no, it's forever meme fuel. Trust me. But it's so funny because, like, I guess like they got sued because they didn't properly license or have the proper license for Yu-Gi-Oh, so they're just like pretty much illegally dubbing Yu-Gi-Oh this entire time. So you know, and then the fucking
so Konami clapped.
They clapped their cheeks on the court, and they lost the Mune, and they turned into a different company pretty much by the end of it. they like pretty much declared Chapter 11 and all that stuff. Like, oh my god, like damn, what a way to go.
That's when you say, ha.
Yeah. Anywho, small tangent there, but that's pretty much it on Billy's side of things. One more thing from KOF, just a bit of a confirmation. So, Markman has been traveling to Japan, mostly on business terms, but because of like I guess the gates opened up for Japan, so I guess only certain people can come in. Especially if you're coming in for a business sort of business reasoning or transaction, you can go, I guess. But Markman has been visiting a number of places, including the SNK office, and took a picture with the the big boys of at least the KOF staff anyway, and Yasuyuki Oda, one of the crew, one of the main people of the crew, pretty much quote tweeted saying, "See you all at EVO." So that means pretty much confirming that we are going to get KOF news at EVO. And just a reminder that EVO is in August. It's still happening, I guess. Unless once again, pandemic stuff happens and stuff like that, or something else happens, But other than that, yes, it's slated that it's going to happen at EVO for more KOF, big KOF news. Yeah, kind of nice. Anything? You got any comments you wanted to say real quick?
Lucky bastard.
I know, right? You can get.
And also that, from what I know about Japan opening up to,
travel,
slowly opening back for traveling, it's gonna start next month, but it's like they're only letting like 50 people in.
Yeah, it's like a waiting list or something, right?
Yeah. But again, at least now they're starting to slowly open it, so that maybe in, I want to say, 5 years time, hopefully.
Yeah, right.
Everything goes back to normal, and I can finally go to Japan and go for the Penis Festival.
Penis.
It's either that or I go during spring. So that's when they have the One Piece events at Universal Japan.
Yep. That's pretty much it on KOF anyway, as a whole. But hey, it's nice.
Markman's going to be like a character in the game.
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
Just voicing, right?
That'd be funny. No, he's gonna be there for motion capture as well. How would that work? Anyway.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. One more thing from Fighting Game News. A little different here, but anyway. So, as we all remember, Panda and Nintendo have partnered up for tournaments. Although they didn't say like when they're exactly starting. Now they came out very recently, today as we record this, that they are now going to start the Panda Cup. That's what it's going to be called. Via tweet here, it says the first officially licensed North American circuit for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Melee is here. Introducing Panda Cup, starting June 2022. So pretty close. A couple weeks from now, I guess, or at least several weeks at most. The first official Nintendo licensed tournament. Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. And I guess the finale will end up in December of this year. So there's gonna be online qualifiers and events, and also offline events, I believe, depending on the situation of things, accordingly, of course. But yeah, Panda Cup. That's the official tournament by yours truly, Nintendo and Panda, or also formerly known as Panda Global. So once again, it's pretty cool that Nintendo is at least paying attention to some extent to the competitive scene now for Smash, and hopefully it goes well for the sake of things. Any comments?
Yes. See this. That's all I have. I want to see this.
See what? Oh my god, that was so loud.
I thought I have it on. Does this not count as a noise background?
Now it didn't. The AI has to learn.
The AI is like, oh, that's a noise, right? And everyone's like this.
Wait, do you actually have it on RTX voice right now?
Yes.
In Discord as well?
Yes.
Okay. That was weird. Yeah, the fucking soda sip was like super loud.
And you're like,
Yeah, I'm like, whoa. That was super loud, man. But
you're like, Lord,
sorry, you were gonna say, were you gonna say something for Panda Cup, or?
I want to see more of this. This to me looks like a kind of like a step to the right direction, you know?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though I kind of hope Nintendo is not going to do this.
Like all the money and stuff, like mine.
That, and also like if it gains like very big popularity, they'll be like, oh no, see that this is.
Yeah. Knowing
like,
Nintendo.
It's like just let people be happy, you know, with stuff.
Yeah. We'll see how this turns out. We'll definitely find out whether they still care after this or not. That's the big question. All right.
Maybe.
Oh, sorry.
I said maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Hopefully. All right. Let's cover the one and only, I think, frontline news, quote unquote, which is a rumor about, once again, the PS5 Pro, and I guess the Pro version of the Xbox. I guess this was during like a conference of sorts, some sort of like business conference. Someone's giving like some sort of PowerPoint presentation, and these were like the images that were taken during the meeting, and I guess somebody was talking about like the console generations and what's going to be coming up, and I guess they were super confident that during the year of 2023 or 2024 there is going to be a new Xbox Series X, I'm guessing, and then there's going to be a PS5 Pro. And the PS5 Pro, or at least these two consoles, are going to be similar in specs, being able to do 4K, but also 8K at 160 to 120 frames per second. And then same with, of course, with 4K. And having a GPU equivalent, at least, of the RX 7700 XT. I think that's a Radeon graphics card, and that is pretty much the gist of it. And this is for generation 9.5. I guess they're calling it. Because right now, we can only do consistently 2K 60 frames per second, or render at least, and then Ultra HD at, well, 60 to 120 frames per second. But you have to like kind of what do you call, go get around some certain things in order to even get 60 frames per second. Because I know like the games have like the performance mode and quality mode, right? And when you put on quality mode, that's ideally like for graphics, right? That's going to bump it down to 30 frames per second because, well, the PS5 isn't quite ready just yet for that kind of gaming. And when you're on performance mode, yeah, I mean, obviously you're going to get the silky smooth 60 frames per second, but you're not quite getting the all of the graphical performance that you want for this sort of generation, unlike like PC, so to say. So I guess this could be an incentive for people who want that in their consoles. But what do you think? I mean, what do you think of all this? Do you think this is
too damn early?
Yeah, yeah.
To make an assumption.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it sounds like. It sounds like it's being making an assumption that
I think.
Hey, yeah. We have all of this. It's like what?
Yeah.
Because I'm also on the fence. Like no, we don't have even grounded like stuff.
Right. I see. Yeah.
So it's like, where to me it's like, where are you getting your numbers?
Yeah, and not to mention, you know, like what's going on with the PS5 right now. It's like a fucking unicorn, right? I mean, in comparison to like all the other generations of PlayStations, where you can just walk into the store and just buy one, even on launch day. But right now, we're in a situation still where the parts aren't quite coming out fast. And then, you know, the PS5s are only like trickling out so that only some people can get them at a time. And it's like really hard still to get a PlayStation 5, even just online shopping. You definitely can't walk in and buy one unless like it's funny, like in Japan they have some stores that do that, right? They let you walk in and quote unquote walk in and buy PS5s easily, but you have to like do all these extra steps just to be able to even have that luxury, like be a member of the store, get their store credit card, have this amount of currency or store points in the card in order for you to even be qualified to get the PlayStation 5. There's a lot of like extra steps you have to do just for you to do that in Japan in some stores anyway. And we're not talking about like major Japanese stores, but we're talking about like a little more of the niche stores that do this sort of thing. And yeah, but still goes to show that you can't just walk in and buy one, you know, and that's the situation we're in. So to make this claim it's quite bold and quite presumptuous, I guess that's the word is the word, I guess, in this situation. I think it's just a bunch of fluff. I think it's just a an assumption or just a guess or just rumors. People who want to like just stir the pot for the sake of things. But even so, I think it's way too early, like you said, and it's just it's too soon because not that many people have PlayStation 5s. There's way more PlayStation 4s still out there than PlayStation 5s. So to try to even like make these PlayStation 5 Pros probably will maybe a nightmare unless they found a way to make to be able to like refine the manufacturing process and to find certain parts that will not only be more powerful but cheaper to manufacture and probably less parts to even assemble the PlayStation 5 Pro and to ship them out that way. Maybe, but it's like a miracle. That's like if all the planets align and everything and you know, a blue moon shows up and everything, I think. But right now, it's looking pretty rough still on the manufacturing side of things. So I don't think this is going to happen anytime soon. And even if it does happen, I don't think I'm going to buy it anytime soon. Like I can definitely live with my PlayStation 5. You know, I don't really care about the performance mode, quality versus quality mode issue. I always put it on performance mode for the most part. Just the fact that even it does 4K is good enough for me. I think the graphics are still pretty good for the most part. Like, it's like small little things like the shadows are maybe like less quality or something like that. Maybe some of the lighting is less quality. But other than that, it still looks pretty good. Like, I'm all for consistent frame rates, smooth frame rates over like pure graphical fidelity. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Oh, what about you? Would you say you agree on that?
I'm on those. I do agree, and then I also have like the thinking of like there's not a lot of exclusive games right now for
Right, that too,
the
of course.
PS5. Like, so again, like, in order to, well, for me, my thinking is like, in the order for to say, or a company like Sony or Xbox to say, we're gonna now make the next gen of the current gen, the pros.
Yeah.
They have to have like a foundation that hey, we are confident that we can now make more stuff. And I'm sorry, I don't see a lot of games right now.
Yeah. There is a lot of the lack of the foundation, like you said, and also like the incentive to even own such a console at a higher price. So it's like, okay, great, I have this powerful console. Where are the fucking exclusives, right? At that point. And that's even more of a case for Xbox, because especially for this year, there is nothing for Xbox. There is nothing coming for the Xbox at all, exclusively, right? Other than the PC side of things. But I think even then, it's looking really dry for Xbox right now. That's why there's been some back and forth between the Xbox owners and of course Microsoft and the Game Pass and everything. Like, people have been saying like, oh, people are unsubscribing Game Pass more and more because there is right now a less incentive to keep it, to maintain that subscription. So like, yeah, it's even more of a case for the Xbox side of things. So I say making a pro version of said console is just not the right move right now in this state here. I think it's still too early. Like, you just gotta wait until enough games are out exclusively for those consoles, and then they might have a reason to get those pro versions of the consoles out. Unless there are people who love Horizon Forbidden West, who love fucking Gran Turismo, who fucking love this and this and that. It's like, yeah. I mean, I guess there could be a reason why certain games are being delayed, but and maybe certain companies for Sony, like, kind of like, maybe they have something in the works for possibly a PlayStation 5 Pro exclusive-ish sort of type of game. I don't know. Right. I mean, unless we hear something from the game companies themselves, I don't think this is just fluff for right now. But I guess, I mean, it is still worth have a conversation about of what we think. If these pro versions are said to be coming out. But yeah, overall, I think I think it's just fluff, rumors, speculation type of thing. But again, if it were to be true, so let's just say it's too early. There's a lack of reasoning to even own a pro version of a console that's a fucking unicorn right now, essentially.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, this is kind of like unrelating a little bit, but what did you think of the fact that a game like Gotham Knights that was slated to have like a PlayStation 4 version, but they just scrap it because that takes up too much time for the developers? Do you have any comment about that sort of situation?
Ha.
Right.
Like, I don't know. Again, like, this whole thing of them saying that they're thinking, hopefully this is like a thinking poll right now. Should we or should we not make pro version? I hope it's just like, you know what? Let's just pin this on the wall and look back at it at a later time.
Right. Yeah.
Because again, like, as we're agreeing with each other, just no.
Yeah,
it's
a no.
please.
It's a very much a no.
It's like, you guys are. It's like you guys are doing good. But right now is not the best time to actually think about this.
I think, if anything, if there is a console that is dying for a pro version, I think it's the Switch. Out of the three major consoles anyway, I think the Switch absolutely is in dying need of a pro version, if we're going to compare the three anyway. But I think even then, right now is not even a good time to do a pro version because of how, you know, people have their bots set up to like just steal all the fucking whatever product, right? And like the manufacturing sort of problems, right? We haven't had too many parts being produced in comparison to before. Even the Switch now it's been facing issues of production rates and stuff like that. So you know, of course, it's not just PlayStation 5 or Xbox or graphics cards. It's everything that uses those sort of parts. Even the Switch, you know. So yeah. So I think even then, yes, that, you know, there's a lot of games for the Switch and such, and there is maybe a reason to have a pro version, right? But we still go back to the issue of all those things, like the manufacturing, the fact that there is such a high demand, and of course, the people who have their bots set up, right? We don't have quite still like that security to like make sure everyone has one in their hands, or at least most people, right? And then, you know, cover anyone else after that too. That's important too. But yeah, there's just a lot of things right now that really warrant not a good time for a pro version of either of these consoles, I think. Even a Switch version. So that's just my two-piece on it anyway. Anything else you wanted to get out before we wrap up this bit here?
This section? Nope.
Yeah. Yep. I think we said our piece.
Yep.
Especially 2023, 2024, I think it's still too soon. Still too soon to me.
Really too soon about all of this.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Alrighty, that's it on the frontline news of things. I do want to talk about the extra bits, especially with this one that just popped up, I think, today, as we record this, of course. So it looks like from, at least from I believe he's like a business analysis named Roberto Serrano. I guess he's like involved with like gaming industry to some extent. But anyway, he put out a tweet regarding to what's going to be announced during June of like what would be usually E3 week. And so makes sense that we see this many announcements from at least Capcom anyway during that week. And according to this tweet anyway, during the Summer Game Fest, that's what it's called with Jeff Keighley, we are going to see from Capcom a presentation of sorts at June 13th at 2:30 Pacific time, 5:30 Eastern, you know, blah blah blah. And that showcase will include the Resident Evil story expansion for Village, of course, Reverse, also Street Fighter 6, and then Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak, because that's of course coming out a couple weeks after that, and then Dragon's Dogma, Exo Primal, that's the 4-player online co-op shooter with dinosaurs, which we all thought was going to be Dino Crisis remake, but yeah. Anyway, and then there's the space game.
In a sense, I want to say that is a
Dino Crisis remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Pragmata, the weird space game with that girl and the astronaut. So
whenever that comes out.
Whenever that comes out, yeah. So I guess there's gonna be news, major news for all those games. But yeah, you know, we'll keep an eye out for that one, whether this is all true or not, and keep you all updated. But yeah, anything else, or do you wanted to comment about these games, or what you think else would happen during the Capcom bit? You know, any surprises?
No.
No. No, no Darkstalkers like reboot / remake or something like to this, or like maybe even Marvel 4 or some shit, or Capcom All Stars.
It's funny that you say about like a revival to Darkstalkers. The Simmons made a tweet about it. Here it is. I will put it here.
Let's see what he has to say.
Game Informer already made a Q&A with the producer.
Oh, Matsumoto.
And right there, as Simmons quoted, we do not think that this will necessarily increase the possibility of these series being revived.
Dang.
I mean, to me, that might be like a company like masking.
Yeah.
Like, let's say this, and see the reactions that our consumers will say about this. For me, I really want to see, yes, Darkstalkers to have a revival, and if we keep voicing like our we gotta see it, please give it, like stuff. Maybe they're finally going, yeah, let's try another shot. But they already did.
Right. I think they should just go for the Hail Mary and just make a new Darkstalkers game, market it well, and hope for the best. I think that's really what it boils down to. I think like the whole oh, we should put out the old versions and see if there's interest and stuff like that as a metric. I think they need to stop doing that, honestly, because that's a bad way to measure things, because people don't want old games, they want new stuff. Especially for Darkstalkers and like all the other Capcom franchises that have not been tapped into for a very long time, right? And maybe another way to do it, I guess, to see if people are interested is, well, have Street Fighter 6 feature characters from old and other Capcom universes, to see if like even these characters have like some sort of like interest or popularity with the Capcom folk, and see what comes about it. But I think for the most part, if you just say, hey, we're making a new Darkstalkers game, or even ask, hey, do you guys want a Darkstalkers game, and see how the interests sort of blow up from there, then maybe they could use it as a gauge of like, okay, whether we should go forward with this project or not. I don't know, what do you think? I mean, is there any other way?
I kind of want to see it like that, like Capcom asks its consumers like, hey, what do you think of this? But the problem is like maybe not a lot of people are going to say answer the call,
right? Because it's
like on the
it's only gonna cater to the vocal minority sort of thing.
Yeah,
is that what you're trying to? Okay.
Yeah, and then when they say, okay, nobody is interested, and all those that were quiet gonna be like, wait, I want it, and then the ones that did voice their say on it, they're gonna be like, where were you then?
Right.
This was your chance.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, obviously there's no perfect solution by it, but I think for the most part they just need to do a Hail Mary. Yeah, I think that's what it really boils down to. Like, you just need to do it, and if it sucks, if it fails, it sucks, right? That sucks on many levels, but it is what it is, and that would be probably the last time that a company would do something like that. But hey, at least they tried, I guess it's a matter of like how much the damage would be, what would be the damage report, and all that stuff. But I think for the most part, though, you don't know until you try, man. Like, that's just really what it boils down to. I think if, you know, it's not just like, oh, yeah, we're making a new Darkstalkers game. You gotta, like, market it right. You gotta, like, make sure, like, you know, it reaches out to people. You know, you gotta try. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, oh, we're making a Darkstalkers game. Hopefully the fans will just know about it and buy it. Because that's kind of just what happened with the Wii U, right? Like, they just kind of just assume that the people who already own the Wii U or the Wii are gonna know about it and let it sort of self-market, which failed fantastically, unfortunately, because a lot of those people, you know, who own the Wii are just like family people, like, right? Like, they just owned it because it was like a family fun machine. They weren't gamers. Now, yes, it did sell a lot of units, but the retention is what is sort of also important rather than just like the initial sale. So, point being is that you gotta definitely try on the marketing as well as just saying, oh, we're making a brand new Darkstalkers game with all this new graphics and this and that and stuff like that. You know, great controls and whatever, right? Gotta market, man. It's also important. So obviously, there's a lot of layers to this situation here, and who knows what could happen. But yeah, no, you won't know until you try. So that's the end of it. Anything else for this little bit? Yeah. Other than that, yeah. I don't really can't think of like anything else like a surprise, right? Maybe Dino Crisis, an actual Dino Crisis game, or like a Capcom, like a little tiny hint of like, oh, we have a Capcom All Stars game. Nudge, nudge. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That would be pretty funny. But I think, yeah. Other than that, I think this is what we're gonna get. No surprises, not too many surprises anyway. But I definitely can't wait for Street Fighter 6. Want to see more of that. RE-verse, I forget what that one was. Was that the oh, it was the deathmatch thing. Yeah, that's right, like the 6-person deathmatch. That's what it was. RE-verse is yeah, it's just like a competitive sort of thing. Yeah, that's right. I remember the fucking artwork for this. Yeah. Okay. All right. That's pretty much all we can do for now, or talk about for now. So Zawa put this video in here, kind of like encompassing all the games that are coming out for this month, I believe, or this coming month of June. So there are going to be a number of like pretty interesting titles, like Diablo Immortal. Well, you said something about like the games that caught your eye. I know Mario Strikers was one of them.
Yes.
Was there anything else you wanted to mention?
It would be coming up a bit soon.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the Cuphead DLC. I guess there's some sort of thing for Elder Scrolls Online. And by the way, this is a video from Game Ranks or Gamer Anks. Game Ranks. Yeah, Game Ranks. Anyway.
It's after number 7. You want
after number 7? Okay. And then there's Star Troopers Terran Command. It looks like, yeah, it reminds me of
it's an RTS.
Yeah, RTS, like StarCraft. Yeah. But this? Is it Madison?
Madison.
Yep. What's Madison all about? Oh shit. Never mind. Go ahead.
It's a little horror element, that's what I like. So it's like it's not too horror-ish, but it gives that nice like
like thriller and like.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Was there like a particular like thing that like drew you in, or is it just
The atmosphere.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Interesting. I have not heard about this game until now.
But the next one is
Silt?
It's like remember that I keep forgetting. You know the other game that had like this type of art style.
Uh-huh.
I keep forgetting. It dealt with like a kid and stuff.
It reminds me of, well, not I wouldn't say Hollow Knights, but like, you know, that type of like indie game sort of like style, I guess. Yeah. I feel like it is, yeah, reminding me of something else though. But is this also
But I do like games like this that you don't need color, you just need like atmosphere.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Is this one also you're interested in, or you just wanted to like mention this game?
Mention it.
Okay, okay. Oh,
I know that
this
one's gonna be everyone's like, I gotta play.
This one, for me, I mean, it depends on like my time, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna pre-order this game, like go hard on it. But like, it depends. I mean, if I have free time, then I'll probably consider it, because I do like my Warriors games, but it is on the Switch, so I don't know how it will perform.
The
Swatch, especially. Like right now here, it's all
we need a Switch Pro.
Yeah.
It's to me, it's like it's at that right time for a Switch Pro to show up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there it is for you after this one.
Oh, hold on.
Fast forward.
Yes, fast forward, yeah. It's almost coming up. Oh yeah, Sonic Origins. Yeah, I think honestly, this could be a really good way for me to like get in on the classic format of Sonic. I play like Sonic Advance and stuff like that, so I'm not entirely unfamiliar with the 2D aspect, but I've always been familiar with the 3D stuff for Sonic. So probably the best way for me to honestly like really get into all the stuff, especially all the new stuff that is coming in for this version of Sonic, or classic Sonic. Yeah, I think it's $40, so it's not that bad, all things considered. It's like a bunch of games in one thing. So like, yeah. And they do have like these animated cutscenes too in between, so it'd be really neat on top of that.
Ew.
What?
Oh, I just saw Amy, so it's like, ew, Amy.
Oh, Amy, yeah. Just trying to hog up Sonic. But yeah, also
it's
this
like
game.
Amy, it's like, Amy, get off Sonic's dick. He don't like you. He like Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and
oh my. And Dr. Eggman. Or maybe Robotnik in this case. But anyway, Mario Strikers is also a game that I'm definitely for sure want to get.
I want a mod or whatnot where Bowser doesn't have a shirt on. Yeah. He would just have his pants.
Just have
which
his
doesn't
pants.
make sense.
Yeah. Oh, I like the
Again,
colors.
It doesn't make sense. Makes sense with like DK having pants too.
I mean, it's soccer, so you gotta protect your ass from those slide tackles.
Nah.
But they got armor on too. It's not just shirts and pants. They got armor on. So that's just how it goes with strikers anyway.
And the quarry, it's by the same people that made what was there?
I think I heard of this
Until
game.
Dawn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think I heard of this game.
This, from what I read up, is a prequel to their Dark Pictures anthology.
Okay.
So a lot of because this is the prequel to there's this location is the same location, I think, if I read it correctly, from Until Dawn.
Yeah, yeah. Some of the people seem familiar, or
Yeah,
some of the locations. Yeah.
Yeah, the location is like Until. Yeah, this is a prequel to Until Dawn, so
Yeah.
we might be able to see how like certain characters got to like a certain point in the in Until Dawn.
Gotcha, gotcha. Man, that guy seems familiar. Like, I think he was from like all those like B movies, like Eight-Legged Freaks and stuff like that. I forget that actor's name.
I mean, in this game, they have like big actors and stuff.
Yeah.
One of the voice cast is Brenda Song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like how their last game had Ashley Tisdale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like I like these games, but I don't like playing them. I like to just watch like
yeah. Oh yeah. That's how I consumed Until Dawn, was just watching other people play it, especially with
play it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially with best friends at the time who played it. Yeah. Best friends play.
And watch them like make the decision, and you're like, holy crap, this was bad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I mean, it does almost make me want to play it just to like make my own choices, but for the most part, I like to see other people, how they react and stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, it's like remember those books? I know R.L. Stein, Goosebumps, did it a lot. The Choose Your Own Adventure.
Mm.
And I remember in elementary. Okay, turn to page 29. If you go down there, go to page 13 if you do this. Okay, let's go to 29. Nope.
Yeah.
It's like, it's okay. I did not let my finger off the page, so it did not count.
Yeah.
I am safe.
Right. I guess there are like bonuses too. Oh yeah, they're mentioning about like Monster Hunter Rise for PC, and then there's the Sunbreak.
No one cares.
Well, the Sunbreak expansion is coming out. I still have not touched my PC Monster Hunter, so I still need to get that going, especially with June coming up. I do have the mods downloaded, but I have not.
You hear that, kids?
He's a what? I'm a what?
He's a mod player.
Yeah.
He's gonna cheat his way.
I've already played the game, so whatever, man. I have the right. I've already played on the Switch. Anyway, like I said, you know, my game plan with Monster Hunter at this point is to just wait for the PC version, honestly. I think, like, I'm kind of done with, like, consoles of whatever, because, you know, that's just, like, the best way to play Monster Hunter, in my opinion, for, like, for the sake of, like, you know, frame rate stuff and whatever, modding, right? Really changes up the game, so. But yeah, I mean, it's funny, because once I do get that going, it's going to be my first PC game that I mod. I don't think I've ever modded anything else really. So it'll be fun, I think. But other than that, oh yeah. I think we should just go through the bonuses too, because they got some stuff that I'm interested in too, with Dungeon Fighter, DNF Duel. I think it's coming up soonish. Oh, this one is MX versus ATV. That's pretty funny. It's like very reminiscent of like the what do you call it? The quad racing games they had on PlayStation 2 back in the day. I forget what it was called. Oh god, that's the Kimetsu no Yaiba game. On the Switch, I think, yeah. And then, I'm just gonna skip, hold on. Oops. There we go, there's DNF Duel.
Duel.
It's funny, they just like took the footage straight from the practice mode video. Okay, there you go, never mind. You got Ghostblade in there. Yeah, I definitely would like to pick this up. It was a pretty fun game from at least the beta side of things, or alpha side of things anyway. I liked it, so I'll try to pick it up and do all the single player content stuff as much as possible. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else in June that they might have missed, but that you want to play, or not really? Okay.
Not really.
Okay.
Just the ones that I mentioned.
Gotcha. All right. That is pretty much it on that part, and we're all almost creeping up on the end of it, and then we'll talk about the Chip and Dale movie after that. But anyway, what sucks is, I don't know if you heard this news, but the original actor for the Red Ranger of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Red Ranger, the T-Rex Red Ranger, was actually involved with a wire fraud. So yeah, I guess that's unfortunate, but sometimes there's a saying in Incredibles, never meet your heroes. Pretty much, because they are in a lot of situations pretty disappointing in person. And I think even Splice Helix made a comment somewhere in some tweet saying, and he's a friend of he's a friend of mine anyway, but he's like, we know him from like a community anyway. He commented that he was not great to meet in person. I think it was like one of the the conventions or something like that, or some sort of meetup. I don't think I unfortunately I don't think he was a great person from what I heard anyway. Well, anyway, according to the federal government, he is federally indicted for wire fraud by the U.S. government. So Austin St. John, for those who don't know, that's the actor's name, was indicted for and possibly arrested, but at least summoned to appear in front of a federal magistrate judge for conspiracy to commit wire fraud. The United States government alleges Austin St. John, along with others, conspired together to create fake information to apply for COVID-19 relief money, specifically the Paycheck Protection Program. They misuse the funds for, i.e., personal investments, leisure, etc. If convicted, St. John could spend up to 20 years in federal prison. I've heard similar stories like this where, like, a guy who claimed to be working for some sort of or claiming to be running some sort of game development company was looking for it might have been game related or something else, running a business essentially, to apply for COVID-19 relief money. But all that, of course, that was just bullshit, just for extra money for himself, so that he can invest into I don't know, possibly more stocks or crypto or that kind of stuff. But I think he got caught, so whatever, that probably is gonna happen in a similar fashion for Austin St. John here. So do you have any comments about the actor or anything to that sort?
We have two Red Rangers. One is in jail and one is in potential jail.
Really? Who's the other person in jail right now?
The other Red Ranger, this was years ago.
Uh-huh.
Was the Red Ranger for Wild Force.
Oh,
who
no.
Stabbed his roommate with a sword.
Wow. Whoa.
Wild, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, for what? Was there a story? I mean, is there context behind it, or just not really?
There is context, but I don't remember. All I remember is I stabbed somebody. It's
I think now that you said it, I think it's starting to come back to me. But let me just look that up real quick. Stabs roof. It just pops up right away.
There you go.
Oh, dude, even ABC reported this. Hold on. From 2015. Wow. Okay. Oh my. Yeah. let me try to find a little paragraph to read, but Ricardo Medina Jr., who was best known for his role for Red Power Ranger, in connection with fatally stabbing his roommate with a sword in their Green Valley home. Booked for murder, blah blah blah. I guess here's a quote from the okay. An agent, I guess. Anyway, of Medina. He is a great friend and oh no, he's commenting on Medina. Okay. He is a great friend and great client. It's something I can't even conceive. I don't see that in him. He was a very helpful guy, great with his dog. It was such a shock, said Gar Lester, Medina's former agent, who has known the actor for 12 years. Okay. And then his roommate, I guess Stutter, was taken to the hospital where he later died. So, yeah, that was fatal, right? Jesus Christ. I'm just like skimming through this. Yeah, it's just basically saying like the people around him, including like one of the other Power Ranger like cast members, were just shocked to hear the story because, you know, this is like very unlikely him or anything like that. But however, Stutter's sister, who didn't want to talk on camera, says her brother told her says her brother told her that Medina was a little crazy and that the two of them have been having problems. Oh shit. Okay, so it is pretty much like hidden behind doors sort of situation. So yeah, it seems like there's a bit of a curse with like the Red Ranger side of things. And yeah, unfortunately, the original Red Ranger is now pretty much like on that same sort of tree. Yeah, that's pretty bad, all right. Jesus Christ. Have you met any of like the Power Rangers in like real life at all, by any chance?
Just Jason David Frank, Tommy, Green Ranger, White Ranger, Black Ranger, and Johnny Yambosh.
Okay.
I was supposed to meet Amy Jo Johnson, Kimberly, but I had to go to work before she showed up. So
dang. Oh well. That sucks. Okay, so in other words, you haven't met this guy. So damn. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, never meet your heroes, and this is kind of a reason why this could happen. So yeah, very unfortunate, but you know, I mean, it is what it is. They're human, and stuff like this is definitely possible for anyone, including the people that you would never think of, you know, within your circle anyway, right? So that's what makes it all the more dramatic and shocking. But Jesus, man, wire fraud. The Red Ranger of all things. All right, bit of quick news here regarding the Godzilla. WandaVision's Matt Shakman will direct a new Godzilla TV series for Apple TV Plus. I don't think there's too much detail on it, other than the fact that, hey, we're making a TV series or something like that. So, I am trying to read through it just a bit here. Yeah, it's an entry to the legendary MonsterVerse. So obviously there's gonna be some sort of connection there. Yeah, there's no real other details other than yeah, it's taking place in the MonsterVerse of legendary films. But yeah. Any quick comment on this one? Whoa.
I'm burning this. Yeah, that might disturb of this. I have to steal a friend's Apple
TV.
to just watch this, or I can go on to someplace over the rainbow.
Yeah.
And under the bridge.
You could just burn through like a bunch of emails with their like free trials when it comes to Apple TV.
Sure.
Or just try to use one email and then watch all of the Godzilla stuff in 1 week or something like that, or within the week.
Yeah, but for this one, I don't know if it's gonna be like weekly, bi-weekly, or they want to show it all at once, you know?
Yeah, like the thing is like, yeah, when you want to go for the free trial method, you definitely have to wait until everything is aired, right? And then you can go all in and stuff like that. So yeah, obviously you don't want to do it piece by piece because it's like you're kind of wasting your shot there. So
Yep.
yeah. But anyway, definitely want to see a trailer for it. Other than that, okay, we'll keep an eye on that one. Of course, it's Godzilla. So, as we mentioned earlier, I believe we both watched the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers movie on Disney Plus as of recent. Let's start with you. What did you think of the movie as a whole without spoiling things too much? And we'll probably go into spoiler territory after.
To me, it's a modern day. Not really, but it's a modern day for this generation to have a Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Pretty much, I think that's pretty much like a way to describe it in a way. But anything else?
Nope, because then we're gonna have to go into territories.
Yeah, those territories. I mean, like, it was pretty funny. It came out a lot better than I expected. When I watched the trailers, it was gonna be like, oh, it was gonna be like kind of cringe fuel type of thing, and I was pretty much ready to like make fun of it in my review or whatever of sorts. If I do make a video about it, you know, make fun of it. It's like one of those. It would be. I thought it would be one of those movies that's like so you know, so bad that it's good, that kind of thing. But came out to be pretty funny. I was actually like smiling all the way because of how many of pop culture references they did. A lot of the references from cartoons, that sort of thing. A lot of the jokes they played and jabs they played on like movies and stuff like that. And I'm like a movie geek too, along with like a cartoon nerd and all that stuff. So that kind of like warmed my heart a little bit because of like nostalgia factor and like all this other stuff. They even like threw in like a lot of like obscure stuff too, like even like the commercials, right? Including the Coca-Cola polar bear. So I like that. They even like jab at like Polar Express at one point with their 3D models. It's actually pretty funny. And then just like, I don't know, like just the things that were present in here, like I just liked. I for the most part, I did like it. It's a very simple plot, you know, but it is what it is. You kind of like turn off your brain, have fun, you know, don't expect too much from it. It's a popcorn movie for sure. You definitely are going to be paying attention to like a lot of the stuff in the background for sure too, because like all the cartoon characters that make their cameos. Oh, and speaking of the cameos, there are some cameos that are just so funny, or like even like a joke, like couple of the jokes and stuff like that by the end of it too. So without spoiling things, I would give it like what was it, a 7 out of 10, I think it was. I gave it on Twitter. I think it's still a 7 here. Better than I expected, so it's definitely a good way to sum it up for me when it comes to Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And hearing some of the voices was pretty nice because there are some of the old voice actors, so that's pretty cool, including I think was it Jim Cummings or something like that? I think, I don't know.
Yeah, Jim Cummings was very present in that movie.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, it was nice to hear him, voice act again. That definitely brings back memories for sure. And just like seeing like all the little bits of footage from like the actual Chip and Dale cartoon is like nice. And just like the cameos, of course. I don't want to say too much, but man, it's just a lot to uncover. But in terms of like who makes appearances and stuff like that. So yeah, if you were to give it a score out of 10, what would it be from you?
Okay, one more time. You kind of cut off.
Oh, out of 10, what would be your score?
What did I say on Twitter? What's that? I made it a 7, but at some parts was kind of like questionable, so that's why I gave it a 7. But if it was for nostalgia, like scoring, I'll give it an 8. Yeah. And as I said on my Twitter response, felt like a modern day Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and the cameo references in the movie was fun to spot out. It was like our own little mini event, and again, it was made by Disney. Like those hidden Mickeys.
Oh yeah.
Just find all the cameos and shout outs.
Yeah, like the jokes and everything. Yeah. Kind of a flex too. It's like, yeah, we own all these like franchises and whatever, so it's like kind of like almost like Space Jam 2, but like a little more tasteful here in this movie.
But there were some characters in that movie. I was like, how did you get those characters? What did you say to them?
Oh right, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Like there was this one scene in the, what was it, the bathhouse? You see a lot of cameos.
Oh.
And I was like, wait, that's from this show. That's not Fox or Disney. How did you get that?
Yeah. We'll definitely cover that in the spoiler section of things, but yeah.
We do it now. Spoiler time.
Right, but because I do definitely need a reminder of what you're talking about. I get what you're like leading to, but I forget specifically who. But anyway, yeah. For those who haven't watched already, if you have Disney Plus or whatever, go watch it. I mean, why not? It's, you might as well get your money's worth, more bang for your buck, and it's it's a fun little time. So yeah. All right, spoiler territory. So let's just start with that scene. I mean, who you're referring to?
Okay, in the bathhouse, while Chip and Dale are infiltrating, they are going past like seeing, like into different rooms.
Yes.
One of the rooms had 2 pigs and Stan from South Park.
That's right, Stan. That's why.
And I was like, wait, this is South Park. I was like, South Park in a Disney movie. He didn't have no dialogue, but just seeing him there is like, wait,
right?
How? It's like, wait, Disney, did you forget that South Park made a big ass joke about you in one of their past seasons?
Right.
So I was like, wait.
Yeah, because they're on HBO also, so it's like kind of weird.
Yeah. So that's why I was like that whole Fallout Pip-Boy meme going like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I know.
Like, wait. The hell is that?
Yeah, because technically, the distributor and stuff is Paramount. So yeah, Paramount, I guess, has the rights to South Park at the moment. So I guess, I don't know, there's some sort of like weird deal that they made or something like that. Maybe, well, because like here's the thing too. I mean, everyone knows at this point is the ugly Sonic cameo too. because that's also technically Paramount, right? So maybe they have a piece of the pie for Paramount. I don't know.
Or maybe this is Disney saying that
We bought Paramount.
yeah,
own
we're owning you, bitch.
Yeah.
There was
Actually,
also the
yeah, go ahead.
the cameo with or not cameo. What was it? I think it was Dale walking down, I guess, the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Are you talking about this little signboard of Gucci fucking Dobby?
Yeah, there was Gucci and Dobby, but before that,
Uh-huh.
the stars. One of them was Chun-Li, and I was like,
oh, that's right.
Wow, Disney owns Marvel.
Oh yeah, no, yeah,
That
the star, Hollywood, the Hollywood, the
Walk
star
of Fame.
Walk of Fame, yeah, the stars. Chun-Li was one of them. I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's actually really weird.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait.
I think they got.
Like,
I
Disney
think
owns Marvel. This is a Capcom. Are you saying Marvel vs. Capcom is coming?
I think it's because they got that from Marvel, because Marvel, at least with Captain Marvel anyway, they had the Street Fighter machine, right? So I think they have some sort of right to just mention the names of Capcom stuff at least. So they just like put that into Chip and Dale, I guess.
Yeah, like, but there was also like other, I guess in this world, celebrity names on the Walk of Fame, like here. This will be easier. Sorry, kids, that only has the audio.
Right.
I'm showing like a cameo, like stuff. Do not watch this, kids, if you didn't watch it.
Oh yeah,
So,
let
like,
me mute this too, so that way we don't get the hammer. But anyway.
Yes, where Yogi and Samurai Jack, which made me laugh my ass off.
I know. Oh, yeah.
This made me fucking like
the baby,
and it's rated R. I kind of want to watch this. If this was a real movie, I want to watch this.
Meryl Streep as Mr. Doubtfire. Yeah, I know. I remember seeing this post. It was fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah, the
Dobby. Batman vs. E.T. That's right. So
yeah,
it was pretty jarring to see what's his name, like Chip or Dale or whatever, like being all like fully 3D, and then the other one being cell shaded overall. But I guess sort of that's like the whole joke, I guess. Yeah, I was wondering. Oh, the chef, this guy.
The chef.
Yeah. He's like,
and I like how they like these are like they're not there. These characters are not there, but you can see like there's practical effects. So
yeah.
I don't know how they do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Uncanny Valley.
Uncanny Valley, yeah. All the cats. Yeah. Seth Rogen, of course. Of course.
Which to this day, until after I saw this movie, I did not know Seth Rogen voiced Master Mantis or the Blue Blob from.
Oh, you can definitely.
I did not know that. I thought it was somebody else that had a Seth Rogen like
impression or something.
No, but then once I heard all their laughs, I was like, oh god.
I immediately was able to recognize his voice.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy. Oh, that he's the Fly. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah. The Allstate. I forget his name, but he's from the Allstate commercials. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Him voicing Zip, I was like, oh god.
Yeah, of course, a Coca-Cola polar bear. Yeah.
Baloo.
A Baloo. Pepe. Okay. Oh, Peter Pan. Yeah, that whole thing was pretty funny too.
Yeah, and that's the most controversial of this movie, which I don't want to get into.
Right.
Still, I love that they brought the dip back, like the cameo.
Uh-huh. Oh, the fucking tangled doll.
I didn't care for this
Oh
character.
yeah, so she's kind of like whatever. Her acting was kind of like she's kind of just there, yeah. But the what do you call? The chief was pretty cool because you know it's J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, it was J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, gotta love it.
I think he likes playing villains at this point.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah, Tamura. Yeah, when they're in the bathhouse.
Oh, Stan, yep, bathhouse, yep. Of course, Scrooge McDuck. Jungle.
This made me wanna like.
Oh, that's right.
I was holding with the snake. That snake bit. I was like, I am 5 seconds of pressing fast forward.
Yeah, oh, that's funny. Yeah, yeah, and then the fish from Little Mermaid. I remember that. They were like bootlegging.
Also, like, yeah, the bootlegging stuff is like it's Disney looking at those that bootlegs their movie, going like,
It's
we
pretty
know
much
what
calling
you're
out
doing.
China, dude. Like that's pretty much like what they're doing.
They're like staring. Like Disney's just staring at them, going like, we know what you're doing.
Wait, go. Rewind real quick with. Oh, the anime version. Yeah, let me see. There. I guess it's just general anime reference. I don't think it's yeah, it's just a general anime reference. Rick and Morty, of course.
Steamboat Lily. Yeah, I would like to see this now.
Yeah.
And then all of this. Like,
yeah.
as I said, like just going like, oh, I know where this character is from. I know
all
that
the parts.
character.
Yeah. How did you like this part?
It was horrifying, but then it was like, oh, I know that's is it Ipkiss or Icky? It's Ipkiss, the mouth from Ari Monster. And you have the Keyblade.
Yeah.
For some reason you have Jimmy Neutron's hair.
Yeah, of course.
The Pink Panther's mouth. You know, this is like, wow, I can. Who knows your cartoon knowledge? Let's go.
Of course.
Yeah.
Pikachu, of course. Yeah.
Like again, this whole movie was just a big like test your knowledge. Let's go.
Well, they even had Sora's hair. They even like put up, like they had that shot for like a long time, like a pretty long time. Oh, that thing from oh, what's that one movie called? Like Ennis.
Yeah, honesty.
Yeah.
Scruff. I was laughing. I was like, holy shit! People remember this thing.
Jesus, yeah.
Oh, and if you don't know, that's from Big Mouth. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Of course.
This also.
But
I was like, wait. This is MTV. You can't have that there. What are you doing?
It's Paramount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paramount owns MTV, I think.
Oh, and I like that cosplayer.
Oh, and of course.
The one right there in the middle.
Yeah, Borat.
Yeah, he was Borat. I was like, wait. Wait.
Oh, there was someone cosplaying Ash from Pokemon,
yeah,
so.
Right behind him.
Yeah. And My Little Pony, of course. Pickle Rick. Peter Pan. He-Man, yeah, of course. Of course. Indiana Jones, that's a given.
I kind of wished Harrison Ford was just walking like in the background.
I know. I wish he was like a really grumpy old man or something. Like, just like, get the fuck out of my way or some shit. Oh, this part, of course. Yeah, that part.
Looking at your dead eyes.
Yeah. Dead soulless eyes. Yeah. Gotta love it.
Right there, the dip. I was like,
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Oh god, that scene, dude. Oh man, I'm still like somewhat traumatized from the first scene of the dip, man. The shoe. Of course.
Bay.
Yeah, Michael
Woody.
Bay. Yeah, Woody, of course.
So this movie, everyone, it's pretty fun. Like, there are some parts in the movie you're like,
Yeah, right.
It's fun.
Right.
Oh yeah, and they're going through the
The bootleg
bootleg
studio.
video.
That's so funny. Oh, there's Pete.
Yeah, Jim
Yep.
Cummings.
Incomings.
You know he had fun with this.
Yeah. Oh, the Jurassic Park. Of course. Terminator part. Yep.
Yeah, when you can hear subtly like the
Yeah.
wait. Like I had to pull up my volume and rewind. It's like wait. Is Arnold coming?
Yeah.
And yeah, they redid the whole scene.
Oh yeah. All the bootleg stuff. That's pretty hilarious. Oh, he didn't point out the Samurai Jack. Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. He just did. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah. All the bootleg stuff. Oh, he's fit though. The turtle.
Oh, he didn't. Where was it? Like, there was like, it was in the beginning of the scene, like, which really made me like, wow, this is Roger Rabbit. Was when she took off the headphones off the animated character. I was like, Jesus Christ, that is a good callback to Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh yeah.
And I did not notice that in the cafeteria.
Wait, that's supposed to be. Oh my god. They got away with that one. Oh, Knight Rider, the Knight Rider lunchbox.
And Abbott and Costello. But the one that really left my ass off because I really wanted to know what they said to her. Like, do you want to come back for like a maybe a 10-second cameo? Was at Paula Abdul.
No.
In her same
outfit.
This is from her song Opposites Attract with the stupid cat. So I'm like,
oh my god, yeah, you're right.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, either this is like a big memory trip for her, or she was like, I have nothing to do with this Friday. And then the actual voice actor for Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
Like, so at that moment, I was like, bring him back to Disney. So,
yeah.
I really like this movie. Like,
Star Wars.
Just seems a small cameo.
Yeah. Of course.
And there he is.
Ugly Sonic, of course. It's so hilarious.
I love the emphasis. Yeah, they kept like staring
looking at the teeth.
Like,
yeah, dude, it makes me really. Is that actually a character from Avengers? Okay. I don't know Tigris, so. What the fuck? That's a really obscure. Like, how do you spot that one?
He's buying insurance, but he's a 10-year-old.
Oh, the house, yeah.
And I like this. I was like,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was like, wait, that was a real thing.
Yeah, that was a real thing. Alvin, of course. This part was fucking funny.
It's a dingle hopper. It's genuine. It's like, no, it's not. But we had to dip and then bootleg.
Yeah, bootleg. So hilarious. Small fish lady. Cursed dog man. Oh no. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yep, we're back to here.
And yeah.
That's pretty much it, yeah.
What they said was like, when they were asking WB, like, what can we use from the Harry Potter franchise? Well, you cannot use Harry, you cannot use Ron, you cannot use Hermione. It's like, Dobby. It's like, what? Let us use Dobby. Okay, fine. It's like, Dobby is a house elf.
Well, I think they just... Well, I don't think it's even that. I think they just chose Dobby because it was fucking hilarious. Yeah. Well, yeah,
And
pretty much. Oh, what?
well, it's like yes.
Oh, okay. I've not seen that trailer. I don't care to watch it, but yeah.
It's the ending of that trailer. You kind of like gotta watch it because it's hilarious.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, kids.
Pretty much, yeah. That's all there is to it.
Like, it is fun.
Yeah.
It is a fun movie.
Yeah. It's
again,
yeah.
like as people were pointing out, like if you're expecting like rescue rangers, like with everyone there, they don't show up till like the third act. Well, except for Monty. Monty is like in the first act, which starts the whole thing.
He's like pretty much the driving point for the story anyway, so that is just gist of it.
Yeah. But
yeah, it's a turn off your brain popcorn movie. Have fun with it. Don't expect too much from it. Have fun looking at the background.
Don't overthink it, kids.
Yeah. Have fun looking at the backgrounds. I mean, that's why I think it's a really good streaming movie, because you can like just rewind it over and over again to like look at all the little tiny cameos and stuff like that. Like, I think it would not work as well as a movie, because there's like so much on the screen that it's like, okay, kind of pointless because you can't rewind and stuff. So you have to watch it like more than once to even get a good piece of like all the cameos and stuff like that. More than twice, maybe even. But yeah, now it's just a streaming movie on Disney Plus. That's why it works. It's just a lot of stuff to go through. But yeah, anyway, that's all we got. The 2-hour show today. So unless you have one more or anything else to mention, just throw it in here, toss it in. Yeah, I think we're good. So yeah, that'd be it for this show. Thank you very much to all for tuning in. We'll be back hopefully for more to talk about next week. So don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube and all that fun stuff in between. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, so we'll be back for the 190th episode, that much closer. And yeah, so until then, see you all in the next one. Bye bye.